Hello, my name is India, and it's been a minute. That's okay. I like to knit, like to read, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I've been knitting, what I've been reading. It is December 4th, and I wanted to just capture some moments and things in December because I haven't really done anything video-wise for most of this year. So let's talk a little bit about reading. I'm currently in the middle of I'm in the middle of quite a lot of things right now. The primary things that I'm reading are The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. I think I just reached the 100-page mark. And The Woodlanders is about this rural England town and follows kind of three primary characters. One of them is Grace, who is just coming back to the town after being away at school and like getting an education and traveling abroad and kind of raising herself, or having raised herself a little bit because her father has been paying for her education. And so she is coming back to this town, and there's lots of conversations about her like stature and standing, having now this like education and experience that is a little bit higher than the standing of the majority of the town. We're also following this man named Giles, who is vying for Grace's hand in marriage. And part of that is because there's like this family agreement, or like this thing with like his dad, and her dad stole his dad's first love or whatever. And so her dad feels this responsibility to have them be married. But when she comes back, her dad is like, oh, you are like, I don't know how I feel having spent all my money, so you can go and be like, raise yourself to have you marry this. He's like I want to say a woodman. That's not what he is. He is like he's a timber merchant. That's what he is. So there's him, and there's some tension there between him and her family and him and her. And then there's also this doctor who is, rumor has it, consorting with the devil. And he's a very alluring figure. So far we're just now getting information about him from his perspective. But yeah, we have the doctor of this town and like surrounding area. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a little slow because it's a classic, because it's just like adjusting myself to the period in which it was written. I am also in the middle of The Roper-Moyes by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm listening to that on my commute, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why it took me so long to get to it. I think I just was intimidated by the praise around it and the hype around it, but I'm liking it so far. It's about Blue, and Blue comes from a family of, what are they called? Not fortune tellers. What are they? Psychics. Blue comes from a family of psychics, but she herself does not have any psychic ability necessarily. And then it is about this group of boys who go to the local all-boys boarding school. They are called the Roper-Moyes, and one of them in particular, they're hunting for a Welsh king. I'm really enjoying it. The narration is not like my favorite, but it's like good enough that I can look past it. I don't know. It's fine. The voices are sometimes really good, and sometimes I'm like, why is this like this? But yeah, I'm liking the story a lot. I'm very compelled to continue to listen to it instead of music and whatnot. I am also in the middle of reading a bunch of other things. So I'm in the middle of Skin Shows by Jack Halberstam, which I've been reading for years now. And I'm in the middle of The Ethical Slut by two people whose names I haven't cared to memorize. And that's fine. It's fine. And I'm reading Devotions by Mary Oliver, just slowly making my way through the poetry. Let's talk about knitting now. I have been knitting a lot of hats. I'm not going to show you any of the hats. That's my cat. Yeah, I've been knitting a lot of hats. I work at a school, and so it's good to have something to do. It's good to have something to do with my hands during lectures, when I'm not needed and like not actively working. I have also been knitting a fair amount of scarves. I made a fisherman's rib scarf that is for my grandma. I made a really big, almost Sophie shawl for a friend of mine. And then I made this, which, wow, I'm really taking off. It's cold. Which is a little Sophie scarf from this lovely, like, fading, what's it called? Yarn. For myself, because I can't find mine that I made last year. I had 2 pink ones and an orange one, and I don't know where they went. So I was feeling the need recently, because it started to get pretty frosty and crisp. I've been feeling the need for a scarf, especially since I cut my hair recently. I am making a half fisherman's rib sweater for my friend who is coming to visit. I didn't intend to have it done by the time he gets here, but I just might, and that is kind of exciting. I am a relatively quick knitter, both like in terms of like the speed at which I can complete stitches, but also I do spend a lot of time knitting. So yeah. Oh, I like how this was before. Why? Oh well. Anyway, I'm a fairly quick knitter, and I just have the body to complete, and I think I need to add, I want to say at least 4 more inches of body, which I've been doing on my lunch and at home and other times that I have time. I am about ready to start a new project, knitting yarn wise, maybe crochet actually. Again, I cut my hair and I'm adjusting to it being really cold. Not really, really cold, but it's getting fairly cold. So I might want a balaclava or a hood. I never got on that train, but since I don't really have anything covering my neck area, I think this might be the year that I try it and really enjoy having something like that. So I'm going to be trying to find some sort of pattern, again, to either knit or crochet. I might try to crochet it, but I don't know. Anyway, that's all. I don't know if this is going to be its own little video or the start of a little collection of things. My idea at the start of this clip was to have it be a collection of things, but then I continued to talk for like 9 to 10 minutes. So, I don't know. In either case, thank you for watching and sticking around. I'll see you when I see you.